Is screen visible? Hello?
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
madam.
Now it's visible.
Okay. Karthik, see from your side. Travani,
Yes,
screen.
madam. Visible, visible. Now
Okay.
it is visible.
Today we
Visible, ma'am.
okay. Today we will start about Mahayogi Gorakshanath or Gorakshanath. You know Mahayogi about Hatha Yoga. Okay. In that you have discussed about Gorakshanath. Is it? He is
Yes,
a Hatha
madam.
Yogi. Hmm? One of the Hatha Yogi. Introduction. Goraknath, also known as Gorakshanath, that he was at early 11th century. He lived in early of 11th century. He was a Hindu yogi saint who was influential founder of the Nath Hindu monastic movement in India. Nath Sampradaya. In Hatha Pradipika, that shlok is there. 33 yogis are there. Okay. You know about that shloka? Adinath Matsyendra.
Yes, ma'am. Sloka not remember exactly that 5 to 8 number sloka 33 gurus are mentioned
Yes.
there.
In that, Gorakshanath was also there. And he was the chief disciple of Matsyendranath. Okay. Matsyendranath was his guru. He is considered one of the notable disciples of Matsyendranath. Here comes his guru's name. Okay. His followers are called Yogis, Gorakhnathi, Darshani, or Kanphata. These are the name for that Nath Yogis. Okay. They were also called as Yogis, Gorakhnathi, Darshani, and or Kanphata. He was one of the 9 saints, also known as Navanath, and is widely popular in Maharashtra, India. Hagiographies describe him as more than a human teacher, than someone outside the laws of time who appeared on the earth in different ages. Okay, they were now also revolving, wandering in the universe. Like shlok is there. Okay, after that 33 yogis, one shlok is there in Hatha Pradipika. They are now also present, wandering in this earth. Okay, you know that shloka? I can't.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, like
Yes,
that. He was more than a human. Okay, he was a like God. Okay, Goraknath is considered a Mahayogi or a great yogi in Hindu tradition. He did not emphasize a specific metaphysical theory or any particular truth, but emphasized that the search for truth and spiritual life is a valuable and normal goal of man. He told that the spirit. He did not told any particular way, but he told that the spiritual life is valuable for normal life of man. Okay, from which he can get moksha. Goraknath championed yoga, spiritual discipline, and an ethical life of self determination as a means to reaching samadhi and one's own spiritual truths. Goraknath, his ideas and yogis have been highly popular in rural India. Many temples are there, that Navnath temples are there, okay, in India. Anyone visited?
Yes, madam.
Gorak,
yes.
Matsyendranath. Yes. You know about that 9 yogis? Anybody? Few of them also you can tell if you know.
Gorakshanath, Matsyendranath, Eknath, Jognath,
Yes,
and
Halsi.
other, and
Yes.
not familiar.
Many temples are there. Okay, particularly temples dedicated to him, found in many states of India, particularly in the eponymous city of Gorakhpur. Guru Gorakshanath was one of the prime naths in this tradition. He is considered to be an incarnation of Lord Shiva. Here, they told the Gorakshanath was the incarnation of Lord Shiva, and he was one of the prime nath yogis. 9 naths are there. In that, he is famous. He is very popular in Maharashtra, and his devotees are found at um, Garbhagiri in Ahmednagar, Maharashtra. His devotees are found at Garbhagiri. That is the name of place in Ahmednagar, Maharashtra. Ahmednagar is a city in Maharashtra. His followers are known as Gorakshnathis or Kanphata yogis because they pierced ears with a large metal or bone ring. Their ears are pierced. Kan means in Marathi, Kan means or Hindi also, Kan means ear. Okay. And the pierce, one hole is there for to wear some the earrings, etc. Fata means torn. Okay. So they are called as Kanphata yogi. Okay. Clear? Kanphata means their ears are teared. Some there is a hole in their ear to wear that large metal ring or bone ring. So they are called as Kanphata yogis because of their pierced ears with a large metal or bone ring. Clear this one? Why they are called as Kanphata? Please stop.
Ma'am, no. Can you tell again?
Their ears are the yogis are the followers of that Nath Sampradaya yogis. Their ears are pierced. This hole is there, no, to wear rings like us ladies. We wear earrings to for that one hole is there in our ear, which is pierced in our childhood only.
Yes, ma'am.
So in Marathi, kan means ear, and
Yes,
fata
yes.
means that hole.
Okay.
So they are called as Kanphata yogis. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
It is widely believed that Guru Gorakshanath was not born out of his mother's womb, but he was created out of cow dung. One story is there. I put the story. Once Guru Matsyendranath went for a went for some bhiksha to a poor lady's home. Okay, one lady was there. Uh, when the Guru reached there, he found her weeping inconsolably. She was weeping tremendously. On seeing Matsyendra, that lady was weeping when Matsyendranath visited her house for bhiksha. On seeing Matsyendranath, she fell at his feet crying. The Guru was overcome with pity and asked her why she was crying. The woman replied that she was childless even after being married for several years. She had no child, so she was crying, weeping. And when she saw that Matsyendranath came to her home, she fell down his feet and started crying. Again, she started crying. Then he asked why she is crying. Then she told that she has no child. For that reason, she is crying. She implored Baba that he give her some a boon to become a mother and fulfill her wish of becoming a mother. She asked that Matsyendra to bless her and that she could have a child. Guru Matsyendra started chanting some magic mantras and from his pouch took out some bhasma or magic powder, that is bhasma, and gave it to that woman, instructing that her to partake this bhasma, and her wish would be fulfilled. To take that bhasma, or to eat that bhasma, then her wish would be fulfilled. Like that, that Matsyendranath Yogi told her. The woman took the bhasma and showed it to her friends, who laughed at her. She took that bhasma and showed to her friends and told that Goraknath, Matsyendranath God told her to engulf that bhasma, and then she could have child. Then her friends laughed at her. They questioned how a bhasma can make woman pregnant. Then they further advised her that the yogi must be fake. Huh. How could a bhasma can give you child? That yogi is a fake. You throw out that bhasma, like that. Her friends told. Then yogi must be fake. Huh. Throw that powder away. Uh, hearing that her word, their words. 1 minute. Their words of advice, the woman threw that bhasma away in a pile of a cow dung. One the pile was there of cow dung. She thrown that bhasma in that pile. 12 years passed by, and the woman was unable to conceive a child. As a luck would have it, one day Guru Matsyendranath happened to pass by her home. Again, Matsyendranath arrived there to her home. He went to that woman and addressed her, Mother, how are you? How is your son? He must be big now. He know that, and he remembered that he was given bhasma to that woman. So now she could have a child. Then he asked her, how is your son? He must be big now. On hearing him, the woman started crying and told him the whole story of the fate of the bhasma. She told that her friend laughed at her, and I threw that bhasma in that pile, cow dung pile. On hearing him, the woman the great yogi told her that it was a magical bhasma, and they are never fake. That bhasma was never fake. Huh? He requested the lady to take him to the cow dung heap. He told her that to take him near that heap, cow dung heap. When they reached there, he started calling out the boy, and behold, he called that boy by the name something, and a 12-year old boy emerged from that cow dung heap. As the boy had emerged out of the cow dung, the yogi named him Gorakshanath, and took the boy with him on his travels. Go means either here. Go means that cow, okay, and raksha means that ash. Ash means that bhasma. Who has he given that? So he called that boy as Gorakshanath. Gorakshanath. Okay, Raksha means that ash, that bhasma, and go means that cow. So he emerged out from that cow dung. So Matsyendranath gave him the name that Goraknath or Gorakshanath. Matsyendranath and Goraknath are an example of Guru Shishya relationship. He took him with him to, with his travels. Clear this one? Hello, any questions?
No, ma'am.
Now, spiritual life. Goraknath later went to become one of the most famous yogis in India. He is considered a jewel amongst the yogis. He was very famous. He became very famous among that Nath yogis. His guru was Yogi Matsyendranath, who is himself considered as a Lord Shiva. Gorakshanath was very fiercely devoted to his guru. The guru saw his disciple getting too fierce in his emotions and love for his guru, almost like a soldier and not like a yogi. He did his services for his guru like a soldier. Uh, so the guru saw the disciple getting too fierce in the emotions and love for his guru. So the guru orders Goraknath to go away to Himalayas and do sadhana for 14 years to tame his emotions. But Goraknath only agrees because of his love to his guru. He didn't want to go, but because of his orders of guru, he went there. During 14 years of of his sadhana, Goraknath counted each moment of every day when he would be united with his guru. He was always mentally he was with his guru. Because of this long sadhana, he attained several powers, but he did not use them, even though he was aware of them. That is what we call vibhutis. In Yoga Sutra, the third chapter is there, na, vibhutis, that many powers the yogi will get after the long sadhana. Hmm? You read that? Vibhuti Pada, Anima, Garima, like that many powers the yogi would get after that sadhana. He get that all powers, but he did not use them even though he was aware of them. Hatha Yoga. Goraknath Ji was also founder of Hatha Yoga, which is a school of Indian philosophy that propounds mastery over bodily functions to attain spirituality. You know about Hatha Yoga, I won't tell this. He made yoga popular throughout India. He also diverted the erotic and mystical practices prevailing in Hatha Yoga and the and mm, time made it into the mm, austere practice it is today. Even though Goraknath was a disciple of Matsyendranath, he is regarded by Nath yogis as the first spiritual teacher in their teaching succession who took human form. He was, although he was a form of God, but he was a first yogi who took the human form. Goraknath brought, uh, brought forth important changes in the historic practices of tantric practices and rituals. He also told the many of tantric practices and rituals. He wrote Goraksha Samhita in Sanskrit, in which alchemy and hatha yoga is discussed in detail. You know Goraksha Samhita?
Yes, madam.
That is written by that Goraknath. Now literature. Goraksha Shatak, Goraksha Samhita, Goraksha Gita, Siddha Siddhanta Paddhati. It is for, uh, completed or not? Siddha Siddhanta Paddhati.
Still not, madam.
Okay.
To
And
up to
Goraksha Samhita?
That is also not completed, madam. It is not yet started only.
Okay. Yoga Martand, Yoga Siddhanta Paddhati, Yoga Bij. Yoga Bij is also there. Yoga Mahima, Yoga Chintamani, Shiva Samhita is also for your study. Shiva Samhita, Vivek Martand, Jnana Siddhant. These
That
books are
Shiva
important.
Samhita, they says that we don't know, no. Author only not there for that.
Which Shiva Samhita?
Yeah, madam.
Yes, like I also feel that. Yes, we
I
will.
have read, I gone through
Yes,
it,
yes,
and
yes, correct. You are correct. Thank you. Yoga Chintamani, Vivek Martand, and Jnana Siddhant. Okay, these are the main books written by Gorakshanath. And Gahini and chief disciples. His chief disciples are Gahini Nath and Charpati Nath. Okay, these are the chief disciples of Gorakshanath. Know about death. According to a story, Guru Gorakshanath had burnt himself to ashes with the power of yoga and then reappeared in his previous form. According to a story, Guru Gorakshanath had burnt himself to ashes with the power of that yoga uh, and then reappeared in his previous form. Previous form means he came out from ashes, no? Like that, he again merged into that ashes. Okay, understood? We discussed the story na, of his birth. He again emerged into that, became the ash only. Guru Goraknath is also mentioned many scriptures as being capable of accomplishments like sky travel and antardhyana. Sky travels means that Akasha Gamana. You read that one? Akasha Gamana. It is in Yoga Sutra. Siddhi, it is one Siddhi. And Antardhyana. Guru
Yes, madam.
Goraknath, Guru Goraknath, sorry, Nath sect, there is no indication anyway regarding his death. 1 minute. There is no indication anyway regarding his death, but he is immortal and indestructible. Okay, he is now also. He is wandering now also. So he is indestructible and immortal. For examination point of view, the progenitor of Hatha Yoga is Lord Shiva. The founder of Nath sect was Matsyendranath. Founder of Nath sect was Matsyendranath, the Guru of Gorakshanath. Okay, these are important things you have to remember. 9 Naths: Matsyendranath, Gorakshanath, Jalandharnath, Nagnath, and Bharati. Bharati, what is this? You know, Bhatri, Bhartrinath, Charpatinath, Kanifnath, Gahininath, and Revannath. These are the 9 Naths. Among that, Gorakshanath is famous.
Bhatrinath only.
Bhartrinath. There are 9 Nath and 84 Siddha heads in the Nath sect. The main disciples of Goraknath were Gahininath and Charpatinath. Goraknath's guru was Matsyendranath. Only this much is here. Okay. Clear? Any questions?
No, madam, clear. But some people say that Gorakshanath story different, madam. That
Many
only.
different stories are there about each yogi. Okay, we don't know any record about that. This is, they will not ask story. It is for just your to create interest in you. Okay, but this story is famous, and it is true that he came out from ash and again merged into ash. So he is called Gorakshanath. Okay.
Okay, madam.
Now we'll go for Patanjali. 1 minute. Is screen visible?
Yes, madam.
Okay. Maharshi Patanjali. See the picture. He was also called as incarnation of Adishesh. So his picture is with that snake with heads. Introduction. It is believed that Maharshi Patanjali was the avatar of Adishesh, the infinite cosmic serpent upon whom the Lord Vishnu rests. He is considered to be a compiler of Yoga Sutras, along with being the author of a commentary on Panini's Ashtadhyayi known as Mahabhashya. He is also supposed to be the writer of work on the ancient Indian medicine system Ayurveda. Patanjali is believed to have lived in the 2nd century BC. He wrote a Mahabhashan Panini that Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacha. In that, all these points are there. Okay. You know that meaning of that prayer? Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacha. Malam Sharirasya Cha Vaidyakena Yopakaratum Pravaram. You know. In that, they told that Patanjali was also writer of that Panini's commentary on, he wrote the commentary on Panini's Ashtadhyayi and also Charak Samhita and Yoga Sutra. Okay. Patanjali is believed to have lived in the 2nd century BC. He wrote a Mahabhashya, Panini's Sutras. No life history. Here also many stories are there about Patanjali. Okay. The life history of Patanjali is full of legends and contradictions. There are no authentic records during his birth. There are no authentic record regarding his birth. As per one legend, he fell into the hands of a woman, thus giving him the name Patanjali. Pata means to fell down, and Anjali means hands. Okay, that is Patanjali. So he fell down in the one of the human hands who was praying for God. In that, he fell down. So he is called as Patanjali.
Her name was Gonika, madam.
Yes, that will come afterwards. As per one legend, he fell into the hands of a woman, thus giving him the name Patanjali. Patanjali is believed to have lived in the 2nd century BC. He wrote Mahabhashya on Panini Sutras. Maharshi Patanjali is the father of yoga, compiled 195 sutras, which serve as a framework for integrating yoga into the daily routine and leading an ethical life. Ethical life. As portrayed in the photograph, Lord Patanjali is reckoned to be an incarnation of serpent Ananta. The name of that serpent was also Ananta. So Vishnu is called Ananta Shayan. Okay. Ananta means that serpent, the name of that serpent on which Vishnu is lying down, whose name means the endless one. Ananta, the name of meaning of Ananta is, the meaning of Ananta is endless, the endless one, and who is another form of Adishesha. Okay. He is therefore on some accounts Lord Vishnu's seat. For Vishnu sits upon Adishesha. 1 minute. Screen visible? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam.
He is therefore on some accounts Lord Vishnu's seat. For Vishnu sits upon Adishesha before beginning of creation. Above Patanjali is the cobra's hood. There is a cobra's hood on Patanjali's head. Okay, the sign of ultimate protection from all the possible evils and difficulties in the world. The sign of that Adishesha hood of that serpent is the sign of ultimate protection from all possible evils and difficulties in the world. Okay. There are 7 serpent hoods forming a divine umbrella protecting both Patanjali and all serpents who turn. Sorry. There are 7 serpent hoods forming a divine umbrella protecting both Patanjali and all aspirants who turn to him for guidance. The hood is also for the aspirants who are following that yoga. Okay. Um, those 7 hoods symbolize his mastery and conquest of the 5 elements of water, fire, and ether, along with the attainment of moksha and samadhi, liberation and enlightenment. These are the symbols of 5 elements also. The 7 hoods symbolize the 5 elements of earth also. Maharshi Patanjali is also known as Gonardiya. Okay. These names are very, very important. Okay. You have to remember all these names. They can ask any one name. Maharshi Patanjali is also known as Gonardiya, Gonika Putra, Nagnath, Ahapati, and Churnikar, Hanibhut, Shesha Shahi. This is Shesha Shahi, Sheshraj, and Padakar. Okay, so many names are there. You have to remember all these names. Gonardiya means he was a that place where that lady was used to play. That is the name of the place was Gonarda. So he is called Gonardiya. And Gonika Putra means he was the son of that Gonika. So he is called Gonika Putra. Nagnath. Nagnath means he was the um, that serpent. So he is called as Nagnath. Ahapati. Ahapati means also Nagnath, that serpent. Okay. Churnikar. Phanibhut. Phani means that hood. So he is called Phanibhut. Sheshashahi. This is the Vishnu's name. Sheshraj and Padakar. Okay. These are all names you have to remember. According to the legend, his father was giving, this is a mother. Some mistake is there. We'll see afterwards. Okay. According to the legend, his father was giving arghya, offering a water to the sun uh, god, and at the same time, he was named Patanjali because his divine form fell into his father's Anjali. This is, I think, mother. Some mistakes are there when it is giving arghya to the sun god, and at the same time he was named Patanjali because his divine fell into his mother's Anjali. According to another story, Sadhvi Gonika was meditating for a divine son. At the same time, God himself wanted to come on the earth in the form of Adishesha and wanted a body of high class soul for incarnation. To fulfill the last and divine wish of her life, Sadhvi Gonika, while worshipping sun god, took water in her Anjali and started meditating on sun god. This is the this point only which we have discussed. As soon as she offered the water from her hands, her hands to the sun, a snake appeared in her hands and gradually the snake took the form of newborn child. Thus the Sadhvi accepted the divine child as her son, who came to known as Patanjali. The story you know, okay? In another story, Maharshi Patanjali is considered to be one of the three sons of Mother Anusuya. Okay, there are many other options regarding the life of yoga philosopher Patanjali. Many stories are there. Some historians consider him to be born from Nagu caste, and some consider him to be the incarnation of Sheshna. But it is proved that Maharshi Patanjali lived after Sankhya philosopher, that Maharshi Kapil, and before the four philosophers, that is Maharshi Gautam, Maharshi Kanad. Kanad is for Vaisheshik, no? You know about the darshanas, Shad Darshan? These are the writers of that darshanas, philosophies. Maharshi Kapil has written the Sankhya Darshan. Okay, so he was lived after that Maharshi Kapil and before the four philosophers, Maharshi Gautam, Maharshi Kanad, Maharshi Jamini, and Maharshi Badrayan. Prayer of Patanjali. Raja Bhoj. They will ask, okay, who has told that prayer? Who has written the prayer? The Raja Bhoj. There he was also called as Bhartruhari. Okay, you write this name. Raja Bhoj in into bracket Bhartruhari calls Patanjali a healer of the mind as well as the body. Yogena chittasya padena vacha मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तम प्रवरम मुनीनां Patanjali Pranjali Ranatosmi. That is to give Yoga Sutra for purification of mind, grammar, that is Mahabhasha Panini for purification of speech, and Vaidya Shastra, Charak Samhita for purification of body. Salutation with folded hands to that great sage of, who has given all these things for us. Okay, this is the meaning of that prayer. Despite differences regarding birth and place, everyone's differences are resolved by reading the Yoga Sutras written by Patanjali. Undoubtedly, Maharshi Patanjali did the work of threading the scattered yoga into a garland. Now about little things about Yoga Sutra. One of the 6 Indian theistic philosophies is Yoga Sutra or Yoga Darshan written by Patanjali. It is the one of the 6 philosophies, Indian philosophies. This is the first systematic treatise written by written on yoga. Yoga Darshan is the basic text of yoga, which Maharshi Patanjali has divided it into 4 padas. First foot is known as Samadhi Pad, the second is Sadhan Pad, third is Vibhuti Pad, and fourth is Kaivalya Pad. Total 195 sutras have been explained in Yoga Darshan, in which mainly the definition of yoga, yoga chitta vritti nirodha, mental tendencies, practice, dispassion, yoga antaraya, methods of offering attention, 5 tribulations, form of God, types of samadhi, that is Sampradnyat and Asampradnyat, Kriya Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, forms of Kaivalya, in addition to the personalities, and Siddhis has also been described. This is about Yoga Sutra. For examination point of view, commentaries and commentaries written on Patanjali Yoga Sutra. These names are also important. Okay, you have to remember all. They will ask. Yoga Bhashya. This is not my part, but I have did that done this slide for your knowledge. Yoga Bhashya. Commentary on the Patanjali Yoga Sutra. These are okay. Yoga Bhashya written by Vyasa Muni, 2400 200 to 400 BC. Then Tattva Vaisharadi, written by Vachaspati Mishra. Bhojavrutti is written by Bhojraj. Yoga Vartika, written by Vijnan Dikshu. Raj Yoga by Swami Vivekananda, and Bhaswati, that is Hariharananda Aranya. Okay, these are the commentaries written on Yoga Sutra. You have to remember these 4 Yoga Bhashya, Tattva Visharadi, Bhojavrutti, Yoga Vartik, and this Raj Yoga also. Then Raj Martanda is written by Bhojraj. Pradipika is written by Bhavan Ganesh. Only Vritti, that is Nagopi Bhatta. Maniprabha is written by Ramananda Yati. Then Chandrika is Anantadev. Yoga Sudhakar written by Sadashivendra Saraswati Yoga. I will share slides, then you will write. You have to write down in your chart. Okay. Any questions? Hello.
No, ma'am. Monday we'll do if we have.
Okay. 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 One minute.